Today I'm doing a full video review on an ArmorTech USB multimeter or USB power monitor. This basically tells you the volts and the amps and the milliamp hours or capacity of any USB power related device. You can use it to test a USB charger, you can use it to test a USB cable, you can use it to test the capacity of a battery bank. Anything where you're trying to troubleshoot any kind of charging issue, one of these is essential to have. And they come in all shapes and sizes. Not all of them do milliamp capacity testing. These two do. I am reviewing this in another video. You want to get one that can do milliamp hour testing. It's a good bonus feature to have, and it doesn't cost that much more to be able to test a battery bank as well. This one has all the features I like, and I have been testing it for the last few days, and I really like what it can do and how it does it. So let's go ahead and test a charger real quick. Let's show you what it can do in various situations. So you plug it into any charger, it'll come on and it'll tell you the volts and the amps that it's seeing. The only thing I hate about this one is that the camera doesn't seem to want to pick up the OLED display. Let me change I have to kind of wash out the screen there. And there you can see it, 5.15 volts and 0 amps. So to clear out the values, we're going to go ahead and press the button twice, and 3 times, and 4 times. First time, clicking it twice clears the capacity, 3 times clears the watt hours, and 4 times clears the time and resets the time. You get into 5 clicks and 6 clicks, you get into admin and calibration modes. I'm not going to go over those in this video today. If you do that, you are going to want a constant current load resistor. One of these is just as essential to have as one of these. I'll put links to both of these down in the video description below. I think this is like $10. This is like $29, but they are well worth the price. This one's way better than those like cheapo resistor ones, and it's only a couple dollars more. So let's go ahead and plug in our load resistor there. I think I've got it set at max, which is 2.43 amps. And you can see that the power output of the charger is exactly 5 volts, and that's exactly where you want it to be. The closer to 5 volts, the better. You're good anywhere from like 4.8 to 5.1, but realistically like 4.75 up to like 5.25 is acceptable, but not ideal. But as close to 5 as possible, and you're good. So this charger is good. I've been testing this one all day. I'm happy with that one. Let's see what a Samsung charger can do. I doubt it'll do the full 2.43 amps, but let's try it. I haven't actually tried this one yet. Nope, it's shutting off. So we're going to turn down our amps here. So now we're at 1.4. Let's turn it up to 2. Alright, so now we're at 5.39 volts. That's kind of scary. And 2 amps. That's a little bit higher than I'd like to see. I'm sure it's within acceptable limits, but that's a little bit higher than I'd like. Let's go ahead and turn down the amps and see what happens. Most devices actually only pull like anywhere from like 0.7 to 0.9 amps, depending on whether it's like just started up or what kind of charge state it's in. So now we're at 0.88 amps, and the voltage has come down. So that's a good thing. Most Samsung phones aren't going to charge above an amp anyways. I did see an iPhone 6s Plus upon initial startup after being completely dead pull over an amp once. But you can see there that the Samsung charger is doing just fine at below an amp. So that's charger testing for you. Let's do the capacity testing of a battery bank. We're going to go ahead and plug in a cable to the output side of a battery bank. And actually, we want to go this way. And let's plug something else in here. We'll plug in another battery bank. We'll use a battery bank to charge a battery bank to get the capacity. Alright, so here we're going to go ahead and turn on this battery bank. Hopefully it's charged. Let me focus on that. Trust me, it's not that hard to read in real life. So we're seeing 0.72 amps and 4.86 volts. And I see that a lot on these power banks. It usually runs lower than 5 volts, and it's usually in like the 4.8 to 4.9 range. And so if you wanted to test the capacity, you would charge this battery bank up to full, and then as soon as you plug it in, go ahead and reset everything, and you just let it completely drain out. And then you're going to get a milliamp value. You get your milliamp value. Just watch that until it just shuts off, and it does retain its memory. You can plug it back in and it'll retain its last memory. And so basically once it's fully drained, you're going to take whatever milliamp number it comes up with and multiply that by 1.35. Basically you have some power loss when you're converting from the 3.7 volts of the lithium battery up to the 5 volts that USB requires. There is some power loss there. So you want to multiply whatever you get by 1.35 to get a more realistic number. So that's how you test a battery bank. To test a cable, all you're going to do is plug it into a good charger, or you're going to plug a cable into a good charger and then plug the other side into the power meter. You're first going to test your power meter with the charger, see what the volts and amps are, plug in the cable, and then you're going to test it over at least an hour and see if you get any fluctuations or any problems there. That'll tell you the health of your cable. So overall, I would recommend this USB power meter. I bought it because it had the milliamp testing function, and I can't find anything wrong with it other than it's hard to pick up on camera and in bright sun. So that's an OLED display issue. I have the same problem with this one, although this one's a little bit brighter. It's just one of the caveats, but I would still give it a 5 out of 5, and I would still buy it again, no problem. So if you're watching this on Amazon, make sure you hit yes for found this review helpful. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe.